Hey folks, BlackCross here. It is the end of November, and you know what that means. That's right, it is officially Christmas time for most of us, if not officially literally Christmas to everybody else. And unlike everybody else, some people, like myself, who are considered to be some of the more creepier people, tend to celebrate Christmas a little bit earlier. As some of you may have noticed in some of my earlier videos, I had a few decorations up here and there, but I have officially got it fully decorated some time ago. So I finally was able to get together and actually get together a Christmas tour video. Now, with that being said, most of you are probably going to be asking the question, why didn't you do one for the past 2 years? Well, the answer in one case or another was that I didn't feel like nothing changed. So it was like, there was really no reason to actually do a Christmas tour video. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I had a lot of people asking me if I was going to do another Christmas tour again. And since I had a couple more people asking that, I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do another one. Also, too, there's actually been a number of new stuff that's actually been introduced in Christmas decoration-wise, so figured why not just go ahead and do one again and try to keep it as a tradition to do a Christmas tour every year. So that's what this is. So we're going to go through the entirety of the tour, and if anything new comes up or anything I feel like I want to talk about, I'll do that. But for the most part, here is the grand tour of the Christmas tour. So first up, we are in my game room. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of decorations that some may be familiar with for the past couple of ones that I've done, as well as a couple of new ones. But for the most part, the past 2 years, I didn't actually decorate my game room. Mostly because at the time, I didn't have the space. But since I rearranged the game room, I discovered that I had a lot more room than I thought. And so I decided to decorate the game room, starting with the game shelf, but then it kind of evolved into a little bit more into the room itself. With the Charlie Brown puzzle Christmas one right there in front of, or behind the record player, as well as a few Snoopy knickknacks here and there that I've got. A lot of different Snoopy knickknacks. But ultimately, I just wanted to have my game shelf decorated for Christmas. And it looks really good, really. Eventually, I do need to find a way to get together all of my Nutcracker Exception items, but the newest one that I've gotten this year was actually this little blow mold light up thing. I saw that at Walmart and I was like, huh, I didn't know they came this small, but it looked nice, so I grabbed it. Now, these two plush figurines are not new. I've had them for a long time. I've just never really had a spot to display them. But the tree is new, and while I've had the dragon ornaments for years, I've never been able to display them after we moved. After we moved, I've only been able to display one of the dragon ornaments onto our regular tree. But whenever I rearranged my game room, I decided that I wanted to have my dragon ornaments hung on the tree. And so I finally was able to do that, and it worked out better than I thought, and I'm glad I was able to because I got to enjoy the tree a little bit better in my game room. These are new. These are Snoopy pillows. I got these two in particularly from QVC. My mother watches QVC, and she saw them and she told me about them, and I was like, you know what? I'll grab them. So I did. And so you see the game room here as it is right now, but whenever I turn off the lights, you get to see why I enjoy the Christmas lights most of all, is because of how they lit up and everything. It looks nice, it's relaxing. It's very nice. I enjoy it too much. Here in the hallway we have a little bit of some family pictures and stuff, but we also have Mr. and Mrs. Snowman, as well as a Mickey and Snoopy. But up here, we've had this puzzle put together for years, we just never found a place to hang it anywhere, and so finally got around to hanging it right in the hallway, right between mine and Delmar's room, and it looks nice over there. I have to say, over the years, Delmar started wanting to have these icicle lights, and in all honesty, I'm glad that he wanted them, because it actually makes the staircase that much more enjoyable as you're either going down or going up the stairs with it being lit up. And I believe it was last year, we had these snowflakes, and we decided to hang them at the entrance of the stairway. And it turned out well, actually, in all honesty. Now, some of you may be familiar with some of these Christmas canvas pictures that we've been hanging around and stuff like that. Some of them technically do light up. Me and Delmar just decided not to actually buy batteries this year, and really, the Christmas canvases stand out by themselves. It's really not necessary, but there's a couple of new ones. So, a couple of new ones that we've gotten, actually all of the canvases we've gotten from our mother. But one big one, which is this right here, this one, she gave us this, and really, in all honesty, Daniel loves the train, I love the picture, so we just hang it right into the living room, and it looks nice. Hello, Daniel. I'm sure you're seeing a theme around the tour. You see a lot of tinsels and you see a lot of random ornaments being hung all over the place. We actually have a lot more ornaments than we thought we usually do. And it's a matter of like combining ornaments from like our grandmother, our mother, and even ornaments that we have collected over the past couple of years. And it's just built up to even more and more ornaments. And in all honesty, it works well. We had more tinsel than I thought. We bought some and then we discovered we had more, so whatever extra tinsel we had, we just steadily just decorated everywhere else. And so this next ornament, technically I started purchasing it November of last year. and it is basically a puptivity scenery. Yes, you heard me. A nativity scenery with puppies. And I absolutely love it. It's finally completed, and I have to say I love it. But if you could tell, the main reason we got this was because baby Jesus is represented as a little baby Yorkie. And as you know, we have a Yorkie dog ourselves. A little Yorkie puppy, little Grover. Some of you are familiar with Grover. Here's some more little footage of him trying to get his attention. And here we are, the star of the show, literally, the Christmas tree. This Christmas tree has a combination of every ornament that we have ever either owned it or attained as kids. And it's just been building up every year. You can see a little bit of everything, like from Disney to Looney Tunes to just everything. Admittedly, this tree is probably more interactive than it needed to be, considering all of the button-pushing ornaments that we have hanging on here. We have this Rudolph record player one. We have this Muppets Christmas Carol one.
The season to be jolly and joyous. Fa la la. With a burst of pleasure we give it a ride. Fa la la.
This Snoopy and Woodstock train ornament I got last year, and I absolutely love it. This NES button one that plays Mario music. And the newest one that I have here, as of this year, is a Snoopy and his award-winning light show. When I first discovered this on eBay, I had to get this, and I'm glad I got it. It's so cool, I love it. Overall, there's a lot of ornaments that we have gotten over the years, and some that we got last year. Last year, I know we actually got quite a bit of ornaments, but as you can clearly see right here, I had to get the King Mickey ornament. It's hard to keep track of what all ornaments we've got that's new or stuff that we've had in the past years, so it's hard to say. A lot of people will recognize some iconic decorative ornaments that we've got. For example, this Mario figurine wrapped up in lights. We do this every year ever since Delmar decided to do it, and it's been a tradition to wrap Mario in lights and have the cappy little thing put together. Now, some may be familiar from Delmar's video talking about his acception of Hot Wheels, And right around with his Hot Wheels collection, he actually has tinsel decorated around it. You can probably tell just by looking, we have a lot of Christmas tins, and while this deception may be worrying to some, in all honesty, it actually works well, considering the fact that by the end of Christmas, we use them as storage containers. And you'd be surprised as to how much lights/ornaments they actually hold inside them. They're really nice to have around the place when it comes to storing stuff. They're also really good as decorative items as well, so we try to get at least 1 or 2 new Christmas tins per year, but it seems like every year they get less and less either creative or not as interesting, sadly. But we'll probably try looking around and seeing what Christmas tins we could find. You know, some people are probably looking at some of the ornaments and people will be like, you know, I'm starting to see a pattern here, and you'd be right. I was my Snoopy ornaments and Delmar was his Mickey ornaments. Some more tins and a few more Christmas plushes. A lot of people will be like, you got a lot more Snoopy tins. Well, there was a lot more Snoopy tins that they've actually gotten. Right above the washer and dryer doors, we've got a few ornaments hanging above it to fill in space, because we could. But then we have another area of nothing but Christmas miscellaneous items. You can probably tell what most of this is. I have a collage of Snoopy ornaments. And then of course, Delmar with his collage of Mickey ornaments. Daniel says that he's going to try to catch up with Mickey ornaments. The thing is, when it comes to collecting, collect what you love. If you like it, get it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it, you know? Right next to Delmar's coffee maker, me and Delmar have our own individual hot cocoa mugs. Now, some say, well, they look like regular coffee mugs to me, but I don't drink coffee as much as Delmar does. And really, we use these two specifically for making hot cocoa, so I figured that was a nice place to set them in. Here's what the kitchen looks like when it's not completely light up, but all the Christmas lights are. Recorded this in early morning, but it looks a lot nicer when it's like dead of night and stuff. It's nicely lit up and everything. And so there you have it. We have the official 2022 Christmas tour video. And I hope to continue to do this as a tradition. I'll try to make them a little bit better. Again, it's mostly just to show off all of the stuff that we've got put up and decorated and stuff. If we get anything new, I'll try to talk about them and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of ornaments that we've got, but trust me, there'll be more added on. That's always going to be a given. There's always going to be more added on, obviously. And the apartment is just so much little space that we can't decorate them all. But I'm sure some of you probably noticed that there were some ornaments that you don't see. In fact, some people will be like, well, what about Delmar's room? Well, he's not up in his room all the time. His computer and game and stuff is downstairs, so he's not in his room all the time. He usually uses that room for like either recording for the Thomas Meeple Railway series he does, or just sleeping in it. So really, in all honesty, he doesn't really decorate it. So most of the decoration is going to be towards downstairs. But then we have my game room that I got to decorate, and I love it. I love how it is. Also, too, I'm going to tell you something right now. I am not usually a Christmas sweater guy, but I had to get this Christmas sweater. It just looks so cool. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. And there's going to be a few more holiday videos that me and Delmar are going to be working together, especially. So be sure on the lookout on both channels to see what new we're going to get out. And we'll see you in the next video. Till then, this is BlackCross signing off. Catch you guys later.